we go. Boom, boom, boom. Fight. The truth is learned. It's never told. And today is an amazing day. We have got, first of all, wait, what day is it today? My gosh, it is 10/25, October 25th, 2019. Welcome to the Matrixxx Groove Hour for Friday. We've got very special guests here today. But first, let me bring on my partner in justice, Shady Groove. Shady.
It's Friday already.
Oh
my goodness, are you winning still?
Oh my God! Wait, you know what? You see that GIF right there? Let's look at this. Shady.
Yeah.
Let's put that up today. Wait. Let me get rid of the intro. Wow. See, I got the intro vid there. I've got the intro pic. I got to get rid of there. Whoa. Wait. No. Wait. Where's
Bring
the
him in?
Hang on.
Duck
Okay.
and cover.
There. Okay. So you see where the QNN is over there on the upper right there. Let's bring the United States Department of Winning logo, because we are winning, guys, officially.
It's officially winning.
Are you guys tired of winning?
They're not tired of winning. I promise you,
Shady,
they are not
I don't
tired.
know, man.
They're groggy, but they're not tired of it. They like it. They want more, but they are groggy.
So not tired of winning. Press 45 if you are not tired of winning, folks. And let me do that. This is a great segue to bring in two very amazing, talented digital soldiers. We've got the amazing Carly Bonet. Carly, come on in.
How you doing?
Oh, my
Hello?
My gosh, we're doing really good. How are you, Miss Twitter Warrior?
Extraordinaire.
And she's got some good stuff to cover today, too. And we've got the official Digital Warrior theme song, the original artist of Where We Go One, We Go All, the best song out there for the Patriots. Now, Digital Soldiers. We're going to play that for you again today. And if you haven't seen it, you're going to see it again today. We're going to see it. We're going to play it. We're going to play it. It is the most amazing song. JT Wild. JT.
What's up, guys?
Wow.
So good to be here on this amazing day. We had some amazing news last night. Get to cover a lot of stuff today, don't you?
Yep, we're going to find out what's on JT's mind and what's on Carly's mind today, and Shady, and, maybe even a little bit what's in my mind today, because we've got, this is, history is being made. This is a Q post. You are the saviors of mankind, and nothing can stop what is coming. Nothing. And, history is being made because there's so many future proofs pasts going on right now.
Yes.
That it's insane. I mean, now we've got the DOJ probe turning into a criminal inquiry, and now they can they can compel people to testify. They can send
all this
subpoenas.
fun stuff, Matrixxx, like subpoenas and inquiries and depositions and witnesses and journalists. Oh my!
Up to and including
Grand juries.
Grand juries.
Yeah, I mean, people can be arrested, guys. People can be arrested, and this is history being made. You are watching it, and guys, guess what? You have it all. You knew all this was going to happen already, and that's what's amazing about this Q operation, Shady.
Yes, it is. It's very amazing, and it's really amazing too now being able to talk to some different people who maybe haven't had any clue into this. They're waking up. They're coming back from other parts of the political spectrum. Even never Trumpers are really starting to see people. I'm not talking about bureaucracy or swamp, but the people are really starting to see that this is a man who's fighting for our future, and we've really. And I think that the linchpin of all of it was to define what it is that they want and make them come out and say it. And now he's made them come out and say they want to take your guns. He's made them come out and say they don't want a wall. He's made them come out and say that everyone in the world can come here for free. And so now we have an actual discussion in America. We're like, okay, well, you like freedom or you like slavery? And it's kind of easy.
And what about like the wall being built by Mexico on CNN?
It's almost as good as Mr. Cummings happened to pass away on the 17th.
Right. That's right.
It's like things are happening.
You know, and with the holidays coming up, and I'm glad JT and Carly are here too, Shady. You know, I put this funny little GIF up here. That's Adam Schiff.
Beetlejuice.
He is a traitor to our country. People love that GIF. But, you know, there's a lot going on with families, you know, coming up on the holidays. And it just seems like because you support the president or I support the president, I'm now shunned from the family. And I've got an instance of this happening in my life. And it's very sad.
Right.
You know, apparently they're comparing, you know, myself to people that it's really hard to discuss because it is family, right? I've got a brother who is married to a beautiful person, I thought, but apparently Trump really triggers him and is kind of keeping my brother from the family, and I'm just very disappointed in it. He sent me this long manifesto on how, you know, we don't have to get along, we don't have to see eye to eye and all that, and we've gotten along pre-Trump. You know, when Obama was president, we got along every weekend. We had fun, we hung out, we did everything. But now that I'm for freedom and actually looking at facts and trying to figure out if this president is legit and if this Q stuff is legit, which we are. And look, I'll call it out. I'll call out, you know, misaction too, right? If there's a screw up, I'm calling it out. That's who I am.
Right.
I'm about truth. And go ahead.
I get that. Yeah, I get that. And I think I kind of know a little bit of where you're going there. And it's about more than just what people can see, and it's about more than just what people are doing. What's happening is that we've been weaponized. Information has been weaponized against people who have hearts of gold. They care more than sometimes people care more than they think. And I think that that's a little bit about what Q meant for all of us, was to get us back to a world of thinking first and being emotional second. And that is a topsy-turvy from the world that the deep state was creating for us, which is this mass world of feelings, emotions, concerning, all of these different things that are causing us to be clouded aren't really dealing with the actual information. And so what you're seeing is the media is weaponizing people's minds to tell them, I mean, that, you know, you have authoritative news. Remember, we were talking to Zach yesterday about the authoritative news telling people, Hollywood, everything repeats, the magazines, the tabloids, everything is in this echo of telling them that he is attacking the gay community, that Donald Trump is attacking the minority communities, that he's attacking immigrants. You know, like, this narrative is sinking in with people, and it's weaponized their minds to feel like they're standing up for something. And in truth, you can't really blame people for hearing this information and being sucked into that world. It's, you know, they you know, like we've been saying the whole time, the people that are unaware of the truth are not our enemies. And that especially includes the family of anyone out there who's having political disagreements. Matrixx, I grew up in a home where, you know, there wasn't a lot of political discussion at all personally, but I got interested in politics in high school and really kind of just started defining my reality, only to come to find out not too long thereafter about all of this other layer that stole our country from us. But we don't want division. None of us want division on any level whatsoever, but we have to tolerate that sometimes, to set it aside and to compromise. And that was the American dream, I think. The American dream was that even though you think this and I think that, we can compromise. We can come to the center of agreement and say, okay, well, I can give this if you can give that. And the deep state in the last 25 years took those tools away from people using an event called 9/11. Mm-hmm. They took those tools away from, they scared the bejeebus out of every single one of us in this country to be like, wow, how could that happen? And then, are you more scared that it happened, or are you more scared that the people who run our country did it? And then once you realize that the people who run our country did that, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Now you're seeing the people who did that, who were running our country, all of them in unison attacking one man, Donald J. Trump. And Donald J. Trump is standing up for one people, the American people. Mm-hmm. And that is a very hard situation for people to swallow. And it seems like people that support the president are being antagonistic, but we're not being antagonistic. We are being excited about the love of our country and excited about the love of our family and excited about the future of hopefully all of us being more successful and more wealthy than we've been in the past. And some people think that the past, the prison, the farm, the pen, the paddock is where everyone should be. And once you get outside of that, man, it really does turn a different eye to all of us. And it has to do with more than just politics. Like, you know, it has to do with addiction. It has to do with opioids. It has to do with information. It has to do with where you live, what your life was. So all of us are really confused right now, I think, Matrixx. And so the forgiving spirit is what I think that we want to bring. And I think that that's what we are bringing as Q. I think that's our goal here, is to forgive and love, cherish, move towards and open ourselves and say, hey, we're not right. We're not always right, but we are desperate to know the truth. And that is our right, to know the truth, regardless of what anyone else thinks about it. Don't you agree?
Yes, absolutely. And I was very taken back at what I saw there. And apparently he's stalking my Twitter account and all this other stuff. And look, this is my Twitter account. They don't approve of what I'm doing, but that's okay because I'm doing what I want to do. I'm digging on history. I'm digging on facts. I support them 1,700%. I always have. And now I'm being shunned from the family due to this, Trump derangement syndrome that people have. I never ever really engaged in politics with him very much. There was one time where he said Trump wasn't the duly elected president, and I said, well, yes, he was, and he stormed away and walked off. But then, just recently, at my mom's house, I had left. We had a good day, no politics talking, just a good day with family. And apparently there was one thing talked about, and then he kind of went nuts, and we haven't seen him since. And it's very disturbing because I love my brothers. Okay, I love my brothers and I love them very deeply, and for them to basically kind of be a hypocrite because they're throwing I can't walk into a bar with a Trump hat on, a MAGA hat. I could get beat up. Right. They can't walk into a bar because of their sexual orientation. They could get beat up. Mm-hmm. So they're basically being very hypocritical, in my opinion, on my beliefs. I believe that anybody. Once the Constitution comes back, we don't need individual group rights or whatever group you want to call yourself, okay? With the Constitution...
Everyone has equal rights.
Yes.
They're already there. Anything else that you ask for is some sort of weird government privilege. Mm-hmm. And that's the truth.
Absolutely.
You guys, you notice too, man, it's just like the politicians keep moving the goalposts, so do the social justice warriors. It's like as soon as they know that they can't get us because we're accepting all races and that we're accepting the gay lifestyle for people that choose it.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden we have to accept that young kids get gender reassignments, and we have to accept it's like that
or 9-month-old abortions.
Well, yeah, exactly. They keep moving it so that it's like an unobtainable thing for the right to get to. Like, you can't be that tolerant. Well, you're not this tolerant. And it's to the point of ridiculous.
Yeah. And I believe in individual rights, too. JT, if you want to, color your hair purple and get, gray eye contacts or whatever, more power to you. That's your right. Whatever you want to do. As an individual, I believe the government should stay out of our bedrooms. I believe the government should stay out of everything because
should stay out of my food, should stay out of my everything. Supplements, should quit. Yeah, exactly.
All they should do,
regulating any of it.
All they should do is be monitoring the trade continentally here in the U.S. and global trade. That's really all the government is set up to do.
Manage the
and
defense,
protect the borders.
Global trade, and deliver the mail, please.
That's right.
Stop there.
That's it.
Well, you said a really important word, individual, because what they're doing is, America was set up on the idea of individualism,
right.
And they're literally taking that and turning that into a bad word. And I won't be surprised if they don't do that very soon. That specific word will be turned into something that is
it'll be connected to nationalism.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now we're white supremacists because we want to be individuals, right?
You're a white nationalist individual.
I don't know if we can say that. I hope this video doesn't get scrubbed because of that.
Uh-oh. We'll see you later.
Maybe I'll delete that out or whatever. But guys, this is not a joke. We are being attacked heavily. Friends and families are being split, and I just want to beg of you guys to
compromise.
Try to work it out. Maybe there is no way to work it out, but at this very moment. But we are seeing things that are actually happening. A lot of future proves pasts. And with that, I just wanted to just wish everybody, coming up, we got a satanic holiday, Halloween. We got Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas. And, just want to wish everybody a smooth, hopefully a great Christmas with our loved ones, because that's what it's about right there. Our loved ones. It's not about who are you voting for. It's about our loved ones. And if you want to change something, get to the voting booth.
And we have less than a year, and everybody's going to have the opportunity to decide whether or not they want this man to be president for 4 more years. And that is exactly, we have 200 plus years of the 240 years of this tradition that is being broken by the Democrat Party. They're breaking the tradition. They are attacking the elected official. It's 3 years in now, and they've just started up this whole ramped up this other thing and act like they're going to impeach someone. It's a year till the election. Stop it.
Yeah.
So do you see the irony of the whole thing? Here, they want all these freedoms, and they want to, I want the right to do this and the right to do that. And here they're taking our rights away by trying to take our president away.
Yep.
Right. And when Carly means they means when you say they, you just mean the Democrats and the people that are wanting socialism, apparently, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, but it's everyone's calling for their rights for this and their right for that, and I should be allowed to buy my cake from this person no matter what their religious belief is. They basically just want us farmed and tell us what to do, and no, this isn't your president because we don't approve of it.
Right.
So whatever they don't approve of, they're just taking more of us. And this is what's making the conflict. The line has been drawn. And since October 1st, we've been at war.
Well, I approve of freedom.
It is tolerance. It is the tolerant reality, Carly. That's exactly right. They're weaponizing your intolerance and blaming you for non-tolerance while they're not tolerating.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be tolerant, but they're not tolerant of us. They're saying you have to think our way or the highway, and that's not tolerance. And it's, I understand that we're all supposed to, be thoughtful of other people, but they're not being thoughtful of us.
No. And that's pretty much what happened.
And I find it very hard. It's
I was
very
being
hard
attacked.
that I could be giving and.
I was being attacked they were calling me the victim, and they were acting like the victim. It was very it was very hypocritical, and this
is how they get away with it.
Yeah.
They're the victim.
Yeah,
and we're not. We're the oppressors, but they're oppressing us with their ideology, and that's what I find offensive.
Yeah.
Too. I mean. To me, all of it's coming from fear, because if you think about the 60 million people that voted for Trump, do you think any of them are disappointed in their decision?
Very, very few.
Yeah, maybe, let's say maybe 100,000, maybe.
Look at it in percentages, less than 5%.
But then you have the walkaway movement, the Q movement, all these different movements
that have voices.
Are just bringing those, just filling those empty slots. And now, me and my dad were talking today, and he was like, man, I wouldn't be surprised if he brings 70 million votes in.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it'll be more. I think he's going to sweep the country. I think it's going to be unbelievable what happens.
And the fact of the matter is that we got 1.5 million or more of dead people wiped off Canada rolls, right? So voting
it's not
rolls.
like it's not like he goes to the center of downtown Minnesota and there's nobody at his rally. Every single rally he goes to, every single place in the country is completely packed. Even if he were to do a rally out here on the West Coast, he would pack it.
I guarantee. What about the Matrixxx? Cuban, he packed that, set a record for over Cubans' attendance for the Matrixxx, and outside they had 10, 20, and I've heard as much of 30,000 people outside as well, Shady.
Right.
In a place that only voted for Trump 23%.
Only 23%. So, and Minnesota or Minneapolis, I think, was less than that. So,
that's why they want him impeached. He is unbeatable at this point, and they know it. And fear is driving them to this craziness.
Well, to me, it looks like now it's pivoted to where they've almost decided they don't care what the American people think. It's all a show for like, China and for Iran and for the UK and for all these other globalist actors, so they can at least be making it look like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right. And I don't want China making all my stuff.
Did you see that they
breaking
demanded
news.
our
Hold up.
vice president apologize?
Breaking news. Trump accuses Obama of treason for spying. Boom.
Is that a headline right now?
Yes. October 25th.
Oh my God.
I wonder if he just
Barry's
tweeted
at
something.
the funeral right now. I'm watching a funeral while I.
Yeah, we're gonna go to
you
that
guys.
funeral too as well. But this is actually.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to that. Let me just, because that's important. I mean, Carly has got some really good things to say about this funeral thing. So hold up 1 second. And if he's at the funeral, Carly, how come he wasn't shot by Field McConnell? Wasn't he supposed to be dead?
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he was in Guantanamo.
Yeah, and he's in
Willie's
Guantanamo.
talking right now.
Just making the point out there's a lot of
if you
fake
don't know,
news.
Field McConnell has said that that Obama was shot on what is it called, a firing line in Guantanamo Bay, and
Weeks ago.
If you guys keep dropping this Field McConnell stuff in here, I'm just gonna ban you because the guy's absolutely insane. Sorry, guys.
And he's really just making everybody look like morons. So
Yeah.
I wish he'd quit it. And
He's
Abel
not-
Danger and
all that.
whoever else is doing all this
all
stuff.
that. And, that's why we have to be careful of the news. If it's a fact, it's a fact. If it's a theory, that's okay. Use a question mark. But we have to remain
But quit weaponizing people to make people think this is happening.
right.
Lots of people haven't read all these Q posts and have absolutely no clue what this means.
That's right. And real quick, George Soros has said that
Satan has an announcement.
Satan says that
George
Pocahontas.
Soros, could you take my memo? Yes, please.
Satan says Pocahontas is the most qualified to be president. Boom. There
I've
you
always
go.
wanted an Indian president.
But his son just threw the party for Barry.
Yeah.
I wanted one to be more than 1,001.
Well, how could Barry be there if he was I'm getting confused, everybody.
Well, that's why we're all here together, Matrixx. We're sorting this all out.
Right.
It's like detangling a cobweb here.
Right. Yeah, here, they're all on this plane right now, cruising over. They're coming
Here we
over to
go.
this Soros thing. Hey, we're gonna Eric
That
Gitmo.
is the most beautiful
Eric
plane
Gitmo.
I've ever seen.
Yep, that's
I
a
know,
shout out
that plane
to.
probably wouldn't make me nervous at all.
That's a shout out to Daft, Real Daft. You might have talked to him before. He's Daft in L9. You guys remember? If you remember,
Oh, I
Daft.
know, yeah.
Really good guy. So that's a shout out to the L9 group. I love being right, George Papadopoulos on Facebook. Me too. It's been amazing. And really weird tweet by James Comey last night.
I saw this.
Let's read this because it's very, very interesting. Profoundly emotional visit today to the National Memorial for Peace and Justice in Montgomery, Alabama. Remembering thousands of African Americans murdered by lynching. Our country's national crime is lynching. Ida B. Wells.
Good.
He's late
Lord.
on that narrative, isn't he? Late. He's late, like a week late on that narrative.
A
Do
dollar
you
late.
see how the ground, how he took the picture? It looks like a Masonic, Messianic sign.
Well, yeah, it's
Look
like
at that.
pyramids
That's
and
the compass
the
right
compass.
there.
Yes. Yeah. Wow.
He's
It's
so creepy.
just very creepy. So that's got to be some sort of coded message. If you guys, have any idea.
Well, the interesting thing is that, I don't mean to be rude here, but a lot of African Americans were lynched by Democrats.
Right. Well,
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Like that is like the Southern Democrats were kind of the ones that were all about keeping the slaves, and so history is very convoluted.
His story.
His story is not the same as Comey's.
Yeah. So it's not. So Comey, you're probably going to be lynched next. Just saying, because of your higher loyalty. Who could it be?
It's not America.
Satan.
Swore an oath to that Constitution, my friend, and that is a sacred action.
So this is the U.S. Marines. I love the U.S. Marines every day. I check them out and see what they said. Today was storied past. And, look at that. They've got the Iwo Jima flag, right? They're out there. with Iwo Jima flag in Virginia, and they really do have a storied past. We do, and here's the Pay Sewer thread. If you guys want to understand what that storied past is, it's underneath that tweet, guys. So check it out if you want to understand the real history of America that we found out, and it's kind of amazing. In fact, I'm trying to find one more video. I want to go through this really quick. This is people may not understand what Hillary Clinton was talking about last night when she spoke of the dark web videos. Let's take a look. Okay, folks. Hey, how is everybody doing today? Real quick video. Let's get started with Hillary Clinton right here. Listen.
And I think it's going to be the same as 2016. Don't vote for the other guy. You don't like me? Don't vote for the other guy, because the other guy's going to do X, Y, and Z, or the other guy did such terrible things. I'm going to show you in these, flashing videos that appear and then disappear, and they're on the dark web and nobody can find them. But you're going to see them, and you're going to see that person doing these horrible things.
So what are these horrible things? Google CEO right here. Let's watch this. Frazzle Drip. And this is Frazzle Drip right here. Here we go. CEO Sundar Pichai testified before Congress, and he testified about a bizarre YouTube conspiracy theory that Clinton drinks the blood of children. According to the Washington Post, the so-called Frazzle Drip conspiracy is alive and well on YouTube. Democrat Jim Raskin asked how Google is dealing with the Frazzle Drip conspiracy. And basically, Pichai was careful to dodge specifics, acknowledge YouTube needs to do more to tackle misinformation. Here's the article. Google CEO was grilled about bizarre YouTube conspiracy claiming that Hillary Clinton drinks the blood of children. So you might see it, I guess, guys. This is what it's about. Frazzle Drip. She almost admitted to it, in my opinion, guys. Spread this video so people know what the heck she was talking about. Was that a mission of guilt, right? Interesting. And let's go to the Q Post 854 on 3/6/18. Is the stage set for a drop of HRC plus 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 raw vid 55 X-R vid 5774? We have it all. Reread regarding stage. The nail in many coffins. Liberal undo. Impossible to defend. Toxic to those connected. We must work to get her. Oh, excuse me, together. Sorry. We are only as strong as your voice. You must organize and be heard. This is why they keep you divided and in the dark. Weak. We are here to unite and provide truth. Dark to light. Evil surrounds us. We are fighting for you. Where we go one, we go all. The choice to know will be yours. End. Q. Now,
that's a very interesting statement by her.
Yes, it is. Now let's look at some of the comments, because I could have added some more things. These wonderful people here
started adding stuff on their own.
Right? Started adding stuff, and they let me see. Here it is right here. Remember this?
Yep.
Inspector General OIG report, page 294, folks.
Can't wait to see that. Hopefully that Inspector General report is just about out.
Hillary Clinton Foundation crime against children. Initial analysis of laptop and thousands of emails. Right? Remember the New York police officers, right? Here it is, 294. That's a better, that's actually what that's right from the thing. And everybody says crimes. Why can't we see that there's just no S?
It says no S.
It's weird, isn't it? I even thought of that too, but it says crime against children, and a crime against children. Children is plural. A crime is a crime against plural children.
Right.
Okay. So we asked Coleman about these notes, and he told us that given the placement in his notebook, the notes would most likely represent information he was briefed on the thing this morning by subordinates in the Criminal Investigation Division. So basically, Coleman stated that he may have passed this information to other FBI executives after the morning briefing with the director, but he could not remember that that occurred here. So they've got it. Also, the New York Police Department actually said that they were sickened by what they saw on that laptop, guys. And we've got 10 suicides in New York right now.
Yep.
And we've got a who is it? What's his name? The Epstein. I mean, what is wrong? What's going on over there? Okay. This is another one, a video code named Frazzle Drip. It contains a scene of Hillary Clinton and her top aide, Huma, possibly doing things that are very icky, and I'm not going to get into it. Now, we can't, confirm, the video yet because it has been leaked on the web, but we don't really know. We got to see it. But why would Hillary Clinton talk about it is all I've got to say. That's a question. Why would Hillary
preempting what's coming out?
Getting ahead of
nothing else. Yep, she's getting ahead of the story. She knows what, I think that they know a little bit about what's coming specifically, and she's preempting it.
That's right.
Well, they tried to get ahead of it by saying of the deep fakes. Exactly. I was just going to say that, You had Schiff talking about it like for almost a month, tweeting about deep fakes and then deep fakes and, and then they had some news stories and then it kind of disappeared.
Right.
Because the news cycle changes. Then it was the impeachment. Then it was, now we got a new Stormy that's out.
Right. I think
woman, it's from The Apprentice or something, going after the president. I mean, it's just repeating the cycle, the lynching. So he's a racist, and now it's impeachment. But then the guy stormed the bunker, so now that took over the news, and now it's the AG and Durham.
Right.
So here we go again, and today's the funeral.
Right, and we're going to talk about that in 1 second, but I'm trying to find, I thought Q talked about deep fakes as well a long time ago.
I'm going to search real quick. Yeah, I'm searching too. He did.
Yeah.
There was also interesting, there was a, we got some equipment landing in Saudi Arabia today too. It's interesting.
Yeah, we have tanks going.
B-1 bombers are landing in Saudi Arabia right now. So
they're supposedly bringing a bunch of tanks over.
Breaking news, man! I'm telling you. Here's the Jason Bourne. Sticking on this topic, is this it? The Deep Dream? Just looking.
It was fakes. It may have been plural.
And fake news is all over the place. So I'm trying to do deep. Corrupt deep within. The hole is deep. We know that. It requires deep cleaning. Runs deep. Where's the Red Cross? Hang on. Deep Dream. No, I thought I had it. I'm sorry, guys. This is all the deep posts. I'm trying to figure it out here. A deep cleaning. I don't see it. But I thought Q did talk about deep fakes, and any might have.
He did.
I'm going
to our site to search.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it there.
If you let me know, or if you find it, let me know. But wow, guys. I mean, this is absolutely getting to the point of ridiculousness. But I want to go over this too because we did talk about it right here. This is the best tweet I saw. By describing it. Breaking Barr Durham investigation is now officially a criminal investigation. By shifting to a criminal investigation, the Justice Department and Durham can now charge crimes, impanel grand juries that they may already have, issue search warrants, and compel testimony of all those who have conspired in any way, including journalists, may now become prosecutorial targets. Shady. Carly,
wow,
JT.
That is. I mean, that's like some sort of mid 15th century orchestra playing. I hear when you speak like that.
Right?
It is just like dun, 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 like I can see the conductor.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. And I didn't get that either. Oh my gosh, what is with me today, guys?
Where are you?
Don't we have? Who do we have here? We have JT, right? And then we have who else do we have here? Who else is on the show here?
Me.
Oh, there she is. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Carly. I forgot that. I forgot our trademark little. But you can't see it, but I also have
in a way, it's because there's so much going on. You're going to be playing that through the whole rest of the show with all the booms going on.
Well, you can't see it somewhere. You can't see it now, but I've got a boom for you guys. Also, don't forget that, let me see, Matrixxx Groove Hour is now on Facebook. And that is
How are they liking us over there?
They're looking like us pretty good. Almost 300 people over there. So, we're trying to keep going, man. Just keep it, just red pill more people. That's really all it's about. It's about getting, they need red pilling too. Everybody's like, oh, you're on Facebook, So here it is, guys. Matrixxx Groove Show on Facebook. If you're already on the DARPA site, get over there. It's the Matrixxx Groove Hour on Facebook. Enjoy. And there's going to be many, many booms over there, guys.
In
okay?
the future.
Shady, say boom. Ready?
Boom.
There you go. I like it. You'll see what I mean later when you see the show. All right. So,
hey guys, breaking news.
What do we got, JT?
After 4 hours of testifying in front of Democrats, Mark Zuckerberg is now a Republican.
Come on over, Mark. He's like, he wants to let us use Facebook again.
Face.
Did you see any of that? It was awful.
I saw some of it. They were grilling him. AOC was hammering him.
Here's some
But Jack is attacking him.
Here's some. Facebook buys off media as investigations heat. Zuckerberg's hairpick ode to Augustus Caesar. These are some of the headlines that I see. I mean, you can't make it. You know? Oh my God. It's unbelievable. All right, and Carly brought up a good point too. Let's go to Carly now because you've got that on here. Here it is. Twitter found Jack Dorsey. Twitter founder Jack Dorsey attacks his own Mark Zuckerberg over free speech.
He's hating.
Found Jack. What's with Zuckerberg's hate? Right. Very interesting because Google, DARPA, Twitter, Facebook are all using the same Snowden algorithms, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So they're eating their own.
Mm-hmm. It's like a snake eating its head.
You knew it was coming.
You know it. And by the way, if you have problems with ED, sorry, clowns. The Cialis isn't going to help you now. I'm telling you that right now. I love that shit. That was funny. Look at, and it's actually a commercial.
Conditions and medicines, and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex.
Is that real?
It's real.
Yes!
Do not drink
Yes,
alcohol
I
in
found
excess.
it.
Side effects may include
Charlie.
headache, upset stomach, delayed backache,
Good
or muscle ache.
Lord.
To avoid long-term injury,
Where
get
did you
medical help
find
right
that?
away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours.
I hate when that happens.
For an erection lasting longer than 4 hours.
My blood-brain ratio is depleted. I gotta lay upside down.
Right?
Guys, I have to put up funny stuff because there's so much going on. I'm sorry. I try to break it up.
No, that's awesome.
No, that's good.
It's like, whoa.
That's good.
I didn't know I needed any.
It is falling apart. Also, there is that news. What was the guy's name yesterday, Shady? That
Sarah Mella?
Sarah Mella. Apparently, he worked for Flynn, and
Yep.
Little Bird told me that guy's a flunky. So,
Oh yeah, and he's got lots of closet skeletons with McMaster and Schiff.
wow.
And old deep state gets deeper. Brennan, he's activated by Brennan. We're pretty sure, and we're pretty sure that now we're showing that through Clapper made James Clapper is the one who sent the go order for them to go hot on Flynn.
Right.
To go ahead and to change the 302s.
Clapper was dying on CNN last
man.
night.
A lot of-
You got it? The clip is to die for. Oh my
Is it,
God.
It's a minute clip. He says like 30 times.
Where is it?
Yeah,
Right
it's there. You passed it. It's the
I
other way.
passed it. See, I wanted links.
He was going for Herman.
I know. I don't know where it is though.
There was Herman. Down a little bit more. You're
A little
close.
more? Okay.
You're close.
Yeah,
You're close.
Before Herman. Yep. Keep going.
There
There
it is.
it is.
All right,
There
it
let's watch Panic in DC. Ready?
Panic in Clappertown.
Clappertown.
This is
What do you
Anderson
make of this?
Vanderbilt.
Well, actually, I'm very curious.
Vander
Since
Cooper.
Presumably, I guess I'm one of those under investigation. And
I guess I am one of
yes,
those.
I just read the clip on about 20 minutes ago. I found the
Not
timing
fake news,
interesting,
bro.
Given the increasing heat around the impeachment inquiry. And so the timing's interesting. I'll just let it go at that. And the other thing I wonder about is whether we're talking about the overall investigation of the Russian reporting on the Russian interference, or are we talking about the counterintelligence investigation that was launched in July by the FBI about potential engagement and collusion, whatever you want to call it, between the Russians and the Trump campaign. So
do you think, what do you think
curious
it is?
about what is
Mayor
the
colluders.
criminal activity that prompted this?
Do you have any idea, even, I mean, what they might think may rise to the level of...
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, we have some ideas.
Obviously,
Sorry about that,
an
guys. Let me
item.
just go back.
No, I don't. That's obviously an item of great interest to me. What is it that any of us did that would rise to the level of a criminal infraction? I just don't know.
I can tell you what the theory.
Yeah, I can tell you what the theory is here, right here.
What the theory is?
Q post
Yeah,
21.
And we have it all.
Q post 2129 91018. D-class of FISA will initiate the resignation, recusal, and or removal of Rod Rosenstein. D-class of FISA will initiate the awareness that all signers will be currently under investigation. We just found that today. That's a future proves past, folks. D-class of FISA will factually demonstrate without argument the U.S. government under Hussein knowingly presented false evidence to FISA court in an effort to obtain legal U.S. intelligence umbrella surveillance of POTUS, IDEN Target, for the sole purpose of influencing the 2016 election of the presidency. Not Russia, but Hussein, HRC, projection, plus safeguard against possible loss of firewalls, use of back channel surveillance, NRO, spy insertion, body 1, 2, and 5 eyes, right? By UK, Australia, primary, activated under Director Brennan and
Elmer Fudd. I mean,
Director Clapper with PD Presidential Daily Briefing, regular updates, plus live streaming White House Hussein non-oval situation room coordination. FISA full brings down the House. Q. Boom. We have it all, folks.
WH brings down the White House, the Obama
Hashtag
White
skiff.
House.
Yeah.
White House.
Obama White House.
And not, we do have it all. Go ahead.
I smell a iPod burn coming soon.
He's going to flash back a size for us.
17.
By the way, if you're not watching iPod has been on fire lately. Go ahead and watch
That
iPod.
is amazing.
Get over there.
Oh, I love him
He
so
is
much.
absolutely incredible.
So here we go. This is the DNI files documents about the FISA court memo order PDF. This is Nicholas Rasmussen. Important name to remember, and I'm sure we're going to see that very soon, guys. Nicholas Rasmussen, former director of NCTC, McCain Institute, Nicholas Rasmussen. So that's no name, guys. Think FISA, think no name. White House visitor log, no name Hussein, dates. White House visitor log, no name Brennan, Hussein, dates. White House visitor logs, no name Brennan, Comey, Hussein, dates. White House visitor logs, no name Brennan, Clapper, Rice, Hussein, dates. Replaced by DNI. And this is who we are, the NTC, Defense Intelligence Liaison to British Intelligence in London. Think UK. Think the director of the CIA. UK bio removed over there, Gina Haspel. CIA's station chief, London, UK. Furthermore, Haspel is seen as a Russia expert and close ally of Britain's MI6, being London station chief from 2014 to 2017. So the more you know. Basically, Gina Haspel knows about the Five Eyes insertion and orders from Clapper, Brennan, No Name, Rice, Hussein. All of them, folks.
Powers. Mm-hmm.
All of them. All of them.
Can I say something real quick?
You
sure
can.
JT.
Are you guys blown away? We haven't had Q in
Almost
3 months.
Yep.
And it is so true what Q gave us. It's like,
And it's all there.
how can you deny it? And it's
We
all
have it
there, man. And it's like, we are the news now. We are the only ones out there doing this. And now future is finally proven past, man. It's
We
so
are the
cool.
most attacked show, most attacked Twitter accounts on the web, JT. And it happened right after I said the word Paysor. Okay.
Wow.
You know, we do
Yep,
have it
that's
all.
right.
And I think we are the only show going back and showing you that the video, the 5.5 video, you know, raw vid. I think we are the only show going back when POTUS said red line, we didn't fire. I think that does go back to, you know, Syria. They were going to try to do the Turkey-Syria war. I mean, that's where, isn't that where Nancy and Chuck are right now? Aren't they over there in Turkey?
Oh,
Well,
they're back now.
They're back now.
They're at the funeral.
Oh, they're back. And let's get to that. Okay, so let's keep going with Carly here.
Yeah, with what JT was saying, I just want to expound on that just for a
Yes.
second. I feel like that's perfectly stated, JT. And this is the cool thing. The cool thing is that we are oriented on the freaking game board, bro. Like, we actually, as human beings, not conspiracy people, but as human beings, have a grip and a grasp on where our country is going. And really, what Q has done for us is given us the inside track, like the mainstream media used to have the inside track. The mainstream media used to have the inside track where they knew what was going to happen next all the time. They could always anticipate it, and they always knew exactly how to act. Now, none of them have any of that information whatsoever. We know what's going to happen next by looking at these Q posts and going back to dissect this stuff. We can predict tomorrow's news depending on today's news, and that makes all of us we're in this comfort level of wow. Not only are we winning, but the country is going in a direction that we actually want, and then that inspires us to like move on into other parts of our personal lives. I mean, that really is, we're not fretting over what's going on because we actually have some insight into the future.
I mean, look at this. I mean, we are the news now. News unlocks the message. News unlocks the map. And that's where we get the future proves past, right? And they're all here. Instead of waiting for Q, everybody, I mean, go search Q when you hear a key word, right? Because we've got it all. And it's here. I cannot wait for Q to come back and 8kun to get back on track. We don't know if he's going to have a trip code, and we don't know if it's going to happen yet, but I hope so. But just remember, we have it all. We have it all. Shady, what do you want to say? You want to watch this? Or Carly, excuse me.
What is this one?
I'm going up from there.
Oh, that's Nadler and Schiff's statement from last night after hearing the news about the criminal investigations now.
All right, let's listen.
So,
Chairman Nadler and Schiff are now responding with a statement. They say these reports, if true, raise profound new concerns that the Department of Justice under Attorney General William Barr has lost its independence and become a vehicle for President Trump's political revenge. If the Department of Justice may be used as a tool of political retribution or to help the president with the political narrative for the next election, the rule of law will
That's
suffer
exactly what
new
they're doing.
and irreparable damage. They'll also use the 19th
Shit, Carly, isn't this exactly what they're doing?
Projection.
We are the
I
news
was
now.
losing it last night. Every video you're going to hear me cackling because the panic was just insane.
Oh, this guy right here he lost it. Yeah, play this one.
Let's watch this.
lost it.
Let's watch
Yeah,
this. This is a good one.
I love seeing him nervous.
Ready? Here we go.
This guy.
Trying to do on behalf of his client, President Trump, and he's supposed to represent the United States, but
This
not
is
the
what
president.
panic looks like.
He's trying to prove conspiracy theories that right-wing nuts have been spreading around the internet for years. And when Durham comes out with a report that probably charges somebody somewhere with some kind of perjury, the right wing's still going to go nuts over it, and the president's still going to be impeached. And there are 47 Republicans in these private hearings, impeachment hearings, right now that are not leaking anything because nothing good is being said about the president in these impeachment hearings.
They're worried about ethics being held against them as they look.
That's awesome. I mean, my God. Here's the clown celebrating.
Did you see Molly's face? Did you see Molly's face? She had this
Smirk.
smirk and smirk. She's just like, I know everything, and you're such a loser face.
He is such a Schumer puppet, man.
Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, this guy used to work for Chuck Schumer. He is a total puppet. Herman.
Herman. Now,
How do you make her head
let me
look
say-
like that? Look at your phone. Look at how her head.
She has some sort of weird
I-
TV where she zooms in.
When I zoom in, you see who they really are. They live is my TV, okay? Because it doesn't
Her
happen
TV
to
is like
other
they
people.
live. She
It
can
never
see
happens-
through.
It never happens to the great one, Mark Levin. It
Right.
never happens to him. It never happens when I go close on the president or Barr or anybody. It only happens to the aliens.
Really?
Oh, the aliens. The aliens, Carly.
The Anunnaki.
You solved it.
All right.
You know,
solved
those damn reptilians are everywhere.
Oh my God.
We can take
Here
this
we go.
conversation a long way off topic here.
Yeah, we're gonna stay on topic, guys, because
I'm not going anywhere.
let's listen.
Review that Trump's Attorney
Area
General William
51
Barr has been overseeing and has been very personally involved in for the last few months. He technically assigned the U.S. Attorney in Connecticut, John Durham, to oversee this. But William Barr himself, the Attorney General, has apparently been an investigator in this probe and has been overseeing it and has been personally involved in it. It's involved William Barr.
It's been reported
around
for like
the
a year,
globe,
lady.
searching for evidence to bolster a right-wing conspiracy theory. That the real scandal of the 2016 campaign was not that Russia intervened in our election, that Russia attacked our election with the goal of helping Donald Trump win that campaign. No, according to this conspiracy theory, Russia didn't do that. Russia didn't intervene. What actually happened is that it was the Obama administration that was setting this all up as a frame job. They were colluding with foreign countries to set up Russia, to make it look like Russia was interfering, and to set up the Trump campaign to make it look like they were getting help from Russia. But it was all a frame
Sounds
job.
plausible.
It was all a false flag operation set up by the Obama administration to somehow get Trump elected and then undermine him once he was in office. It's never been totally clear how it all worked, but that's the conspiracy theory.
How does your confused brain work like that?
Appears to have been going around the world trying to prove. Just yesterday, we had this remarkable reporting about the Prime Minister.
Oh my God.
I mean, how can you be so dishonest? I mean, so dishonest.
You can literally see it in her eyes every time
Yes.
she lies.
Oh, the next video,
Yeah.
you see her eyes go off to the side. This one, oh my
Here we
God,
go.
she's just losing it at this
Advance
point.
notice was somehow in on it, that they'd been given this advance word. The way that is explained away in this conspiracy theory that's been pursued by the Trump White House,
Her
and now
ears spread
apparently
further away
by
from
the
her
Attorney
eyes,
General
right?
of the United States, is that when that information about what Russia had done was given to the Trump campaign, that was an
Shady.
administration operative
Look at
was
her.
trying to make the Trump campaign look bad.
Look at her eyes, look at
and
her eyes.
also trying to make it look like Russia was doing this interference in the election when they really weren't. I mean, that was like the fringe of the fringe of the fringe of the fringe in terms of the right wing resisting the Russia investigation. And apparently now is the
Is it
White House's line on
Halloween?
this. And it is the grounds on which the Attorney General of the United States has been traveling
This
the
lady
globe
be
to
crazy.
foreign countries.
You are traveling to a place.
And it's embarrassing of
Called
us.
the Twilight
As
Zone.
ally Italy, they find this to be
I'm
absolutely ridiculous.
fluctuating.
They
Place
this is not true.
where lies
Whatever's being
I've
put on them
not
as having
been
been
here
part of this
before.
Where
Obama
up is
administration
down.
plot, they're telling
Where
William
left
Barr this
is
is
right.
not true. But
Where's the
nevertheless,
mirror?
they're
Rachel.
pursuing it.
Q sent me.
I love it. Perfect.
Nice production, guys.
That was good. That was good. We had
I'm gonna have to
JT
redo
Sterling.
that now and add the,
Right.
and add the Twilight Zone music, because that was
Good
awesome.
Lord, that lady is crazy down.
Yeah.
Totally, man. It's exactly crazy. All right, so here we go. They will not control us. What's this? Is this a video?
I don't want you to get in trouble because that's got music on it.
Yeah, they'll thump
yeah,
you for
yeah,
it.
they'll
But yeah,
thump.
it's
Yeah, I don't
awesome.
want- I don't
Oh,
want-
I remember that.
I don't
That's right. I remember that one. Okay. So we got Munchausen. Wow, this is the first time 7-year-old younger
Oh.
mother attempted to manipulate and coerce a child into. Well, yeah.
Oh, this, yeah. This is
No,
like-
but now, did you see in that article, they show that she was trying to do it to other kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass.
It's like
that
it's
up.
like they have this
So sick.
I'm gonna
agenda.
pass that up. Follow God in water.
Pass on that.
To my fans,
Two genders.
thank you for being loyal and patient. That's interesting. Ye, that's Kanye West. Happy Vindication Friday. What's this? Should we watch this?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, definitely.
do it.
On Carter Page. Democrats put out a memo saying that's a bunch of nonsense. The FBI and the Department of Justice did everything right, and how dare Republicans malign good people like Peter Strzok and Bruce Orr. And so we're going to find out who was telling the truth. I think that these two things are related, that the work done by Michael Horowitz could result in criminal referrals, even though the report hasn't been released. The referrals could already have been made, but regardless, John Durham had to let Michael Horowitz finish this work. And I think when people read the Inspector General's impending report, it'll be very clear why the Durham investigation has now moved to a criminal probe, which will allow him to impanel a grand jury and bring in witnesses and ultimately perhaps bring criminal charges.
Right, and that could be why reports that apparently a number of these people who think they could be involved in this have hired attorneys. Now, Congressman, not only will it show, whether any laws were broken at the Department of Justice or the FBI, or coroner's cut or anything like that, but it could also show whether or not there was coordination between the agencies, or if there was coordination, perhaps, with the Obama White House.
All of those things are possible, as you know, based on text messages that we've seen and testimony that is there. Look, there's been one inconsistency after another in terms of sworn testimony and documents that have been produced. Just as one example, Fusion GPS founder Glenn Simpson, the person behind the Steele dossier, testified before Congress that he'd never met Bruce Orr until Thanksgiving after the election. Bruce Orr told me in sworn testimony that
huge,
he
guys.
and Mr. Simpson met in August, months before the election, to talk about the dossier. So someone very clearly is not telling the truth. And there's a lot of low-hanging fruit there that John Durham and Michael Horowitz have been looking at. Again, at the end of the day, I think that those of us that have said that this was not a bunch of nonsense are going to be vindicated in both of the reports.
United States Department of Winning. Now remember this, guys. I did this search real quick too. I mean, do you guys realize excuse me, this is it over here. Boom. All right, this is it. I mean, do you think, Barr was not recused from the E, pending cases only passed. D fight coming, liberal outrage coming, Pelosi's daughter inserted, counter made simple. I mean, guys, these guys have been investigating this stuff for a long time, folks. Why did POTUS circumvent DNI Coates? Why? Because he's part of Five Eyes, guys. He's part of the PDP report. He's guilty. And we're going to find that out once this report.
Swamp.
Yeah, NRO, right? Panic in D.C.
I guarantee Simpson's going down first.
Look at this, and we see this with Sidney, right? Sidney Powell, General Flynn's lawyer. Look at this. Chain of command, chain of custody. Pence's COS and wife. FBI 302s. FISA spy Flynn will newly discovered evidence. AG Barr, SDNY. Free Flynn. Guys,
and then we
we
just
have
had
it all.
we just had the text messages come out yesterday about Page changing his 302s.
Boom.
I got that link for you right here. I could drop to you.
This is in Q posts, guys. This is in Q posts.
Yep. It's the future happening right now.
And that was April. That was an April Q post. April.
Yeah. Guys, if you're missing Q, right, right, JT. If you guys are missing Q, you guys aren't reading Q. I'm telling you that right now. Look at this. Why didn't POTUS fire RR after reporting offer to wear a wire? Why did Whitaker Barr retain RR to the end? I mean, look at this. Is insane. Who has full control? Optics are very important. You are watching a movie, folks. I mean, we have it all, guys.
Oh, I got chills.
We have it all.
Me too. Chills.
Look at that.
Wow, it's just so great.
AG Barr, this is a quote. AG Barr, quote, disgusted by what he discovered so far. In all my years, in all my life, I never thought blank be possible within the halls of these prestigious federal agencies. They will claim political attack. Look, they're right now saying Barr should be impeached, by the way.
Yep.
You saw
or that he should be the Attorney General has to recuse himself. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. They saw
the only reason he would have to recuse himself is if he was a target. The only person that needs to recuse himself is Adam Schiff.
Yeah. Absolutely. Look at this.
I wonder what 11/11's gonna bring us, guys.
It's going to bring us it's going to bring us a great new single by JT Wild.
Yes, and a great year coming up at Christmas. Oh, this whole thing is I'm so excited, guys.
I know. I know. So with all that excitement, JT, why don't you tell it? Let's talk about your new song, okay? Your new
JT
song,
Wild.
JT Wild has a new song, and it's called "The Field of Fight." Or excuse me, Digital Soldiers. Field of Fight. Now, I was absolutely honored to go up there on September 17th, which was Constitution Day. This song that we're going to play here from JT Wild performed and written on Constitution Day. JT, what else do you want to say about this?
How cool is that? I mean, it doesn't future proves past again, because it doesn't hit you when
it's happening.
The weight of this, the meaning of each day, and it's just so cool, man. And yeah, this song has morphed, like all my songs morph as I take them to my producer, Lou Rubino. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's a great guy too, by the way.
He is, and he's not on our side. He doesn't get it. But he's, obviously he's one of those beautiful, beautiful souls that just wants everything to be okay for everybody,
Yeah.
And
we had a nice talk too. I connected with him on like the history side.
Yeah. But anyway, I just, so for him to actually do the songs with me, knowing what I'm trying to say and everything is actually just such a loving gesture for me as a friend. But yeah, the song basically, man, when I wrote it, I wanted to write something especially for General Flynn, and I played the first version of it for you guys up in the mountains when we were hanging out, and
you said, "Oh, it's not done yet." I remember that. I said, "What?"
Yeah.
And Shady and I like, "What?
Yeah.
What do you mean not done?"
Yeah, and then slowly over the next couple months, I basically the Digital Soldiers theme came up so much, and the Flynn family, Joe Flynn, and all of them, they just kept mentioning that, Digital Soldiers, and I kind of took it as a hint that they wanted the song to be about the Digital Soldiers, and so we went in, and I told Lou to just go for it, man. I said, just rock out. He brought out a 7-string electric guitar, which has a low B.
That thing was amazing.
Yeah, and he just comes up with this amazing riff, and we made the whole song, and we had the music done, and I'm like, okay, now what am I going to sing? Because I totally have rewritten. And as recording the music, I was rewriting and writing, and then I just sat all night long listening to it, and woke up the next day, and I just had it in my head. It's just in my head, and
yeah, you went into the booth and you recorded it in 30 minutes. The voice, the vocals.
It just was like, it was just inside of my head, and when I got in there, I knew what to do, and it was so cool, and it was such a great experience. And
when you went in to do the gang vocals, didn't you hit like a C in that?
Yeah,
and you've never done that before in your life, and Lou was actually freaking out, like, whoa. So
yeah. I couldn't believe it myself. There was a lot of. The spirit was there, the spirit was there, and it was the warrior spirit.
Yep. Yeah, and like Carly, the spirit was in me, right? She's got a great song with the spirit as well. So let's go ahead and JT, what do you want to say? What further thing before we play this? Go ahead.
I want to give props to Cranker, the Crank.
Crank_the_crank on Twitter.
Right. Yeah, if
and
anybody
V on YouTube
wants to hire him to make a video, I'm sure he'd love to to do it, and he's just so amazing, and he was so cool to work with. I mean, if we had another, week and a huge budget, we could have really made this amazing. But what he did,
it is amazing already, though, JT.
That's what I'm saying. What he did is just simply amazing, and there's so much love in it from him. I can tell you guys that. And he's a Patriot from Finland.
Yep, he's a Patriot from Finland. Yep.
And he's, I mean, he loves America. He loves what we're standing for, and that's what this movement is about worldwide.
Yes, it is.
Worldwide. And here we go with JT Wild, Digital Soldiers, with the video production by V:V on YouTube, and crank the crank on Twitter. Here we go. JT Wild, Digital Soldiers.
This was irregular warfare at its finest. We have an
Turn it
army
up.
of digital soldiers.
And blood, praying for an answer to the Lord up above. How can just one man be the shelter from the storm, knowing that the real war has only just begun? The storm is getting closer. We are the digital soldiers. It's time they run for cover. We are the digital soldiers. Will be redeemed. The sacrifice they make won't be in vain. The fight for freedom is all that remains. We're gonna tell the people's story and make it right again. The storm is getting closer. We are the digital soldiers. The needless wars are over. We are the digital soldiers. We will bring the light to this field of fight. We have been blinded by the lies. We've been living to survive. They will steal and make you pay. When will we walk away? They want you dead before your time. They want you watching while you die. Just live to fight another day. It's time to walk away. The storm is getting closer. We are the digital soldiers. Needless wars are over. We are the digital soldiers. The storm is getting closer. We are the digital soldiers. We are the digital soldiers. We are the digital soldiers. We will bring the fight. Digital soldiers. Yes, we will bring the light to this field of fight. We are the digital soldiers.
Woo, that gets me fired up.
Boom, guys. That is
Woo!
an amazing video.
So excited.
Now, I really quick want to also let you guys know, let's look up Flynn. There's 32 results for Flynn. There's a big direct reason why Flynn's new attorney is seeking security clearance. Guys, we knew. Who knows where the bodies are buried? Flynn knew's coming. This is it. The FISA spy, Flynn. He is actually helping take down the deep state. This is why the Flynn case is very important to follow if you follow Q, the POTUS, and all of this crap that's going on with the Uranium One, the dossier, the Clinton Foundation, everything. Because this is it, guys. This is it. They always call this a so-called, it's only a conspiracy, nothing to see here. The lonely guy behind the keyboard movement. I don't think it's that. I mean, the world's largest media companies in the world are giving so much attention to us. Washington Post leading the attack. The clock is ticking. Look at this. Look right here. Who knows where the bodies are buried? Flynn is safe. We protect our patriots. Look at this right here. NBC News. There appears that although the redacted documents do not make it completely clear that there is a separate criminal investigation going on outside Special Counsel Robert Mueller's purview. Now, we know that is a future proves past because that's what's happening today. We see that it is now turned into a criminal investigation for which Flynn has providing significant assistance, guys. Markers are important, okay? Think no name. That's John McCain, folks. Did Mueller have a choice in making the recommendation? Who does Mueller now report to? Does Whitaker also oversee Huber and the OIG? What cases is Huber, OIG team of 470 currently working on? Who has the servers? Who has access to NSA UT term 1 through 12? Does FISA grant access to NSA umbrella collection? You are witnessing something firsthand that many cannot possibly comprehend or accept as reality, folks. Sci-fi or precision military planning. Coincidences reveal without violating national security. Coincidences mathematically impossible to be false. Coincidences bypass installed restrictions to prevent further legal attachments. Comms understood? 5-5. Senate was the target. Q. There's a very specific reason why the Senate was the target. That insulates our POTUS for impeachment, guys. Loading. Look at this. Flynn exonerated soon. In the end, all will be right. Patriots protect patriots. Q. Look at these. Just go back, guys. Read it. Read it, guys. Read it. 32.
It's the way to understand how we're all so excited about something and we're all bringing our voices to something. Now look at the four of us, the four of us sitting here, lending our voices to something, standing up, fighting for the president of the United States, guys. Did you imagine, the three of you, did you imagine yourself 5-6 years ago on the radio standing up for the president of the United States?
No.
No matter who it was. I would have never done it. I would have never imagined this predictive programming to be in this reality. And here we are, really fighting for freedom. Truly.
I'd never imagine I'd sacrifice my bands, everything, just to play this music, Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, I never thought that I'd be here either. I mean, I was selling, technology, eliminating jobs for a living, being pretty successful. I was about ready to give up, about ready to sit on the couch and watch Netflix, dude, until Q came out. I mean, I did work to get the president elected because I believed in him, but I was.
But even though, it's still, until he started proving himself in office, it was, the perceived better of two evils. I mean, we really didn't know that until he started actually doing what he said. Every one of them gets up there and says a bunch of BS.
Yeah. And the one thing that really got me, Shady, is your birthday executive order.
Yeah, that was after Q started to drop. We were like, wow.
What was that birthday executive order? Remember?
Yeah, 12/21/17.
Yep. And what was it? If people don't know. Crime against humanity and corruption.
Human trafficking crimes for corruption.
Yep, and it also includes. There's another one that also includes foreign foundations and stuff. So what that means, guys, is that all the money that's going into the Treasury being seized from the criminals is going in your pocket. Not Loop Capital, not Goldman Sachs, not Clinton Foundation.
Not back around in the chain, but into the Treasury.
Your pocket, guys. Your guy. And that's what really sold me on Q. In my, when that happened, when I'm like, oh my God, this is happening. And already billions have been deposited. Okay. So amazing stuff, guys. And that's Carly, let's wrap this up with what do you want to do? You want to watch this? Think Graham Kavanaugh? Oh, we did that.
Yeah, you know what, guys? You
do
can
this.
go to my Twitter. I'm going to be covering the funeral today.
Yes.
A lot of stuff going on. But if you want to leave, if we're leaving, I would go to that one with Lindsey Graham because this is what it's all about.
Right, ready? This one here?
What we're going to, this is our future proofs past. It's all coming out. The D-class, all the papers, and we might be sitting as jurors for future trials. Play it.
We forgot our yeah, here we go.
Does the Fourth Amendment protect you as an American from your own government?
From your own government, yes.
Okay. So, if you're in Afghanistan, do your constitutional rights protect you against your own government?
If you're an American in Afghanistan, you have constitutional rights as against the U.S. government.
Is there a long-standing...
That's long-settled law.
Isn't there also a long-settled law that it goes back to the Eisentrager case? I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, Johnson versus Eisentrager.
Right. That American citizens who collaborate with the enemy have considered enemy combatants.
They can be. They can be. They're sometimes criminally prosecuted, sometimes treated in the military.
Well, let's talk about can be. I think
under Supreme Court precedent.
Right. There's a Supreme Court decision that said that American citizens who collaborated with Nazi saboteurs were tried by the military. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I think a couple of them were executed.
Yeah.
So if anybody doubts, there's a long-standing history in this country that your constitutional rights follow you wherever you go, but you don't have a constitutional right to turn on your own government and collaborate with the enemy of the nation. You'll be treated differently. What's the name of the case, if you can recall, that reaffirmed the concept that you could hold one of our own as an enemy combatant if they were engaged in terrorist activities in Afghanistan? Are you familiar with that case?
Yeah, Hamdi.
Okay. So the bottom line is, I want every American citizen to know you have constitutional rights, but you do not have a constitutional right to collaborate with the enemy. There's a body of law well developed long before 9/11 that understood the difference between basic criminal law and the law of armed conflict. Do you understand those differences?
I do understand the
Wow. And here's the ABC
Coming
News
soon.
go. Yeah. Slender Man's brother. I couldn't believe. What? That's weird. That link is weird from your Twitter there. Anyways, so coming soon. Here's here. Let's watch this real quick. Part of it.
I am begging the American you can do if you are looking for it. You can defend the truth. You can defend democracy. You can lift up others. And toward the end of his life, he said,
Oh my God.
I am begging the American people to pay attention to what is going on. Because if you want to have a democracy intact for
I want a
your
republic.
children and your children's children,
Don't talk about my children, you
generations
sicko.
yet unborn, we have got to guard this moment. This is our watch. Our Elijah knew, because he was a
Cue
man
fake
of
tears.
faith and a man of the church,
Oh my God, stop it.
that life was fleeting and precious. And that's why he worked so hard to make every moment of his life count. When we're dancing with the angels, the question will be asked, he said, in 2019, what did we do to make sure we kept our democracy intact?
Constitutional Republic.
I will end with the paraphrase of a poem that Elijah recited in his very first speech in the Congress. He said that he told himself this poem as many as 20 times a day. I only have a minute, 60 seconds in it.
By the way, when she said dancing with the angels, I believe that's dancing with the devil. But go ahead.
Forced upon me, I did not choose it, but I know that I must use it. give account if I abuse it, suffer if I lose it. Only a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. Thank you, Elijah Cummings, for your work, your service.
Yeah, and Baltimore's a shithole. Just saying.
Well, yeah, his work in service of destroying America.
Right.
This whole funeral is so creepy. I still, while we were doing the show, Bill, Slick Willie got up, your favorite, and Barry, and it's just, it's so creepy. I mean, they're talking about angels. Pelosi was so creepy.
All right, let's listen to that.
And
It's right
I
here.
think
Ready?
she's calling comms out, guys.
Ready?
She's calling comms.
Tribute to our darling, precious Elijah. Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President.
She's calling out
Madam
presidents,
Secretary,
dissing our
Archbishop
president.
Lawrence, Bishop, members of the clergy, distinguished guests,
Bishop cult.
too early here for our darling Elijah.
Our darling Elijah. So
No, I wanted to catch that because she called out the presidents and they all laughed and cheered because she was calling Biden or Hillary president. She went Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President instead of, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, gross.
She was totally dissing the president. She's such a pig.
Gross. And here, let's
This one, your
okay.
better angels,
To our
North
better
Star.
angels
Creepy as hell.
and to the promise of America, calling us to live up to our principles and for a higher purpose. As he said, this is so, all the words that we will use that are the best words are words that Elijah used. Was when we were not meeting the needs of children in our country, he said, "We are better than this." He held himself to a high standard, and that is why I've called him the North Star of Congress, our guiding light.
Good Lord. No wonder it's so messed up.
How creepy is that?
Morning Star.
I mean,
North
it
Star.
says a lot, man. It says a lot about what they were doing and how tight they are. And like the president says, one thing you can give them credit for, they stick together.
Let's look at Master of the House.
Oh,
Here,
yeah,
let's
she
look
calls him master of the house like 4
Let
times
us
and she looks right
acknowledge
at
that
Barry.
God truly blessed America with the life and legacy of Elijah E. Cummings, mentor, master of the house, North Star, Mr. Chairman, master of the house. May he rest in peace, Elijah Cummings.
That's weird. Master of the House of what?
And she said it earlier in that speech too. She said master
Demons.
of the house. So it was 3 times. 3 times master of the house, not 4, 3.
Remember all the news stories that were calling him a giant. There's some just weird stuff going on there. Something's weird.
Yep.
This guy had no real power. He never really did anything other than be the most corrupt guy in the city of Baltimore ever.
He was a slumlord, just like Waters, all of them. She's a slumlord. Pelosi's a slumlord.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, her brother used to be the mayor of Baltimore, right?
Yep. And
Pelosi's
he's dead
brother.
too now.
Right, yeah.
Now remember,
Where's his funeral?
Master of
She
the
mentioned him for a second.
Master of the House too is from Les Mis. Very interesting too. You know, the Master of the House, the keeper of the zoo, ready to relieve them for a sow or two, watering
And
the
she
wine,
talked about children.
watering the wine, making up the weight, picking up their knickknacks when they can't see straight. Everybody loves a landlord. Everybody's bosom friend. I do whatever pleases. Jesus won't I bleed him in the end. Master of the House, quick to catch her eye. I mean, this is gross, dude. If you don't understand Les Mis and that song, that Master of the House is probably not a compliment.
Chair serves the master. Who's the master?
And the chair serves the master, right? Well, I don't think Elijah Cummings
Well,
is.
here, I put master. Did I do it right? Do you see the meme? Because she, after her little speech, she looked right over to Barry.
Right.
And was smiling like did I do good, sir? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And look at
And he
Hillary
was
and
just
everybody.
sitting there smug the whole time. He just sat there smug like that.
And I'm just thinking about stains on dresses. Look at stains on dresses, stains on dresses, stains on dresses,
Bill.
stains on dresses, stains on dresses.
There's an echo in here.
Right.
Put him back in the closet.
Oh God. So look at that. He's not wearing a wedding ring as well. You notice that? That's Hussein right there.
And Michelle wasn't there. I mean, yeah.
Empty
Big
seat.
Mike wasn't there.
Big Mike took a break today.
So there you have it, guys. That's the Matrixxx Groove Hour for today. JT Wild, amazing song. Carly Bonet, love you so much. I mean, wow. We had such a good time. What do you think?
Thanks, guys. That was amazing. I love you guys, and I love all the Patriots. I love everybody. Everybody love everybody. but we need to get this stuff fixed, and what an exciting time to be alive. Amen.
JT, give out your details too.
Oh yeah, I'm at the JT Wild with an E at the end on Twitter, and then I'm at JT Wild on YouTube, and that's where I do a lot of my stuff. So
right.
I'm also on JT Wild on Facebook as well.
Awesome. And Carly, final words with you. JT, thank you, brother. Final words.
Thank you, guys.
I'll be doing a scope tonight, but I don't think Karlushka's coming because I'm going to cover the funeral for everybody, because I'm going to get more snippets from this because it's very eerie, and I think we need to, it helps learning their comms because these people are sick, these people are evil, and these people are stupid.
And shady, oh my God. Carly, thank you very much for everything that you do, fighting 24/7 almost on Twitter.
Much.
God bless you. PayPal.me/Carly Bonet, and that's KarliBonne. Look at all the stuff that she does for you guys. If you can just, buy her a cup of coffee, that would be great. Carly, love you.
That'd be great.
Shady, last
words. Love you guys.
Thank you. Shady, last words.
Big love for JT Wild and Carly Bonet. You guys are really not aware of how special you are and how much you help amplify us. And it's like a circular firing squad right here, guys. It's like you pump me up, we're pumping each other up and trying to keep everybody online here, and really it is having fun is good, and having seriousness is good, and all of us realizing that we're not fighting each other, we are fighting ideas. We are standing up for ideas, and that's what this whole movement is about. It's about Americans standing up for the idea of America. This is not a pseudo-communist fascist regime. This is a bunch of people who are working on something, and I appreciate the voice that you bring. Matrixxx, I appreciate the voice that you bring. Patriots and Aeons out there, another week of winning. You can't make it up. It's just going to get better. And with that, Matrixxx, I'm jumping out ahead of you. I love everybody, all of you guys. Much love.
And Shady, what you just said was
love you guys. Love you, Shady.
Big boom. I'm telling you that right now. And don't forget, love you, JT. Love you, Carly. We're going to head out of here. Don't forget, In the Matrixxx is on Facebook. The Matrixxx Groove Hour, I should say. Facebook.com/the. Three O's. Get over there, guys. Spread the red pills over to your friends on Facebook, guys. It's time. All right. Also, Shady, thank you very much. JT, Carly. Without you guys, I don't think we would all be here supporting each other, helping each other. People have been attacking all of us, and it's not right. A patriot attacking a patriot is not a patriot. I'm just sorry to say. And, we need to stay united. We're much stronger, guys. If you don't agree with everything I say, that's okay. Go research for yourself, because I don't want to tell you anything. I want you to understand that the truth is learned. It's never told. Wow, what a great show. What a great panel today. We love you guys. Carly Bonet, JT Wild, and of course my partner in justice, Shady Grooove.